farm. We are here to wake ourselves up. The farm is the forest. The farm goes beyond ourselves. The farm is within ourselves. Here we are now. Somewhere in the brackish waters between life and death. On the journey between. The place where the forest meets the grassy field. Where the land meets the ocean. That place where diversity exists from all the realms. The freshwater, the saltwater, the brackish realms of ourselves. We are the farm ourselves. Welcome to another Wake the Farm Up show, where we're bringing poetry from so many amazing people. Hearts are spilt. We're spilling the beans. In this show, January 9th, 2023, we be getting hips and hops. And there be passion vines flowing with the sounds that we're getting dialed in. In time, this show is getting fine. Support our show. Subscribe. Hope you guys are feeling good. Grab a fresh cup of hot tea, whatever you need. We're getting this rolling. We got some Bionic Doctor and Secret Spirits on this one.
Your body won't hate you. It's like, nah. I was like, yo, this your boy on one. You got stressing up on the keys. And we are the Wake the Farm Up with the one and only. The Elf, Ande the Elf.
Sound necromancer Stefan 101 has released a new album called Cabbages and Tulip. It's amazing. Check it out on any of your streaming music platforms. Yeah, it's been really exciting doing these different live shows, and every one has been unique. It's really something to experience. Hope you can make it to a live show. Hope to see you there sometime. Maybe we'll be in your town. Maybe you need us to come to your town. Get in touch. Let us know. Let us know what you think of the show. We love hearing back from people. It's amazing. We're the jam band of podcasts, baby. So wake the farm up. Let's get into this show. Show.
Wake the farm up. We're ready to wake the farm up.
This is the part where people are on the edges of their seats, if they were sitting. If not, they were up and down, dancing.
How y'all doing? Listen to the sounds of this place. Wow. Themes of the night. We got passion vine.
Passion.
Yeah. We got hips. We got some rose hips. And we got a little bit of hops back here, right? We got hops happening. Yep. And we got some, let me tell you about the passion vine. Let me rewind a little bit. So the passion vine, it's in some of the tea that's going around in the carts here tonight. And we like to, all the cart people are yelling to say, because that's like part of their cue here. When they push it around, they want to make sure everybody calls it a to saint, because it's an herbal blend. It's an infusion made from 4 different plants in there. There's some lemon balm in that herbal tea blend too, which really is calming to your nerves and makes it so you can relax and just kind of like feel like one of those little Teletubbies, like skipping through little green fields. Like, I just had some magic tea. Insane! Yeah, there's also some Tulsi in it there that, like, some of you that have been to the shows before have had some of the Tulsi before. That's the holy basil. It's really soothing and definitely good. It's like, it adds almost like a magic carpet ride to the whole feel of, like, when you're going up into this, like, feeling inside of your soul. It's like, you want to go there, you can drink some Tulsi tea and it'll, like, definitely bring that feeling, that color through to you, and you'll be able to feel that in you. It's so good. It's a, like, very, very wonderful herb. It's also in that blend there that's going around that brings a little bitter tone to it. It's the ashwagandha. That's like the Indian continent's, like, yeah. Yeah, for some people they say it's like almost like a ginseng, but you can grow it here. You didn't like harvest it that same year. Where the American ginseng, you want to plant it and let it sit for at least like 7, maybe 8 years, preferably longer if it's out in the wild and it's just doing its natural course, self-seeding itself in nature. Then you might want to wait 30-something years. It's an interesting thing, but the ashwagandha does the same similar properties. You can grow it and crush it up all day long, and you're not putting the American ginseng into endangerment. It's really easy to grow both, but you might live some other part of the country where you can't grow the American ginseng. It is native, but it's not going to grow and be native in southern. It's like certain places it's just going to be too dry or too cold or too this or too that. It really likes certain places, and the north slopes like that certain aspect they prefer. And if you can get them growing in places like that, or people mimic places that the ginseng grows in too, just to like get it growing like that. But you can grow ashwagandha. It gets a little seed in it. It looks a lot like the ground cherries, which we've had here before too. And there's little cherries, you can pop those out and then take seeds and start your ashwagandha seeds for next year. But it'll get old and woody if you keep it in a pot, if you bring one in and let it keep growing. But the idea is to harvest the roots. So you basically let it grow until the frost comes. As soon as the top of the plant's just keeled over and looking like a Halloween show. Bones, a little boneyard of plants. Then you pop the roots and you dry them out. And crush them to a powder. You can pelletize them and take them like that, or you can mix them into an infusion, or you can mix them into a smoothie. Yeah, you can even put them in salves and things like that. They bring quite the odor. The name itself implies something to do with the scent of a mule, the smell of a donkey. So, I'm excited for the show tonight. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing how the sound coming out here. Sound is one of the themes of our show tonight. So I'm excited for some of the guests we have. We got Major One here. Branson is going to come up to the mic and be our first guest. He's ready. He's ready. He's anticipating. You guys excited for this? So yeah, just like sometimes I take people on plant walks and they're looking at me as I'm going through the jungle. And there's like vines, and I know all their different names. Like, oh, that's a Virginia creeper. And they're like, oh, how did you know that? And I'm like, by the little frog toe feels that come out of the, that kind of latch onto the bark of another tree or the side of a building, as opposed to all the other ones that have a little different shape, a different pattern and form. And, I walk into these wires and these rooms where we record these things. And it's like that for me. It's like, oh, that thing looks like it could fit in that hole. That could I'm going to stick it in there and see what that does. So I'm learning all about this. And this is one of my jungle guides here, Branson, Major One, Entertain.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi. So I'm going to remind everybody, we do a 2-minute sand dial here. So we're going to give him a 2 minutes uninterrupted. After that, we can give, a little banter, and we'll get into and chop it up here and have some fun.
All right. Okay. As I go by, Major from Major Entertainment. Tonight's show, my participation is we up here doing something with the sound. So things sound a little different, or maybe sound a little clearer, or some level out. I don't know. You might be the ones doing that right this second. So basically what I do is I own a company called Major Entertainment. We are an event and audio and video design company. So basically we do all the nice stuff where you go to a concert, you see stages built up, lights, camera, screens, and all those beautiful things. We do that. Then sound and video and filming, and we do a lot. Everything that's pretty much entertainment, that's what we got our hands into. So that's pretty much what I do. I'm glad to be here, Wake the Farm Up. I get to know a lot of knowledgeable things here, especially on my quest of being healthier and eating healthier and everything like that. So this definitely falls into my life journey right now. So thank you for having me. And I guess that might be my 2 minutes, I think. Is that 2 minutes? Oh, dang. Hey. Yeah, do all that again. Hey, everyone. My name is Major from Major Entertainment.
Yeah, do it in reverse.
I'm also a producer too, though. So that's also in music. I produce film. I do scores for commercials. I love music. I play drums for a band called Secret Spirits. I do the wine and jazz event that we do have here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and in Kentucky. So that and the next one will be in April. So make sure you check your calendars and everything like that. Will be another wine and jazz affair. So that's what it is called. That's his live band, music, it's poetry, different genres of music, and all that good stuff. So and good wine and food. Yes.
Wake the farm up. That's awesome. So, a couple things I wanted to go back on, because you and I had been talking earlier, and I was intrigued about some commercials that you were working on. Are you able to talk about those yet? Or?
Yes, I guess I get. So currently, right now, I am part owner of a brewery company called Bircus in Ludlow, Kentucky, where we done spread out through 5 different locations in Kentucky. Currently, right now, I'm making a commercial for our newest location off of Madison Avenue in Covington. I think that's 6th Street. So we are located on 6th Street there, where we had the fire brick oven for pizza, pastries, beer. We can hold up probably about good 60, 65, maybe 75 people in this space. Real nice, friendly, really into the community. They like it, So we are doing a commercial for that right now, and we're gonna be up and doing some promo for Wake the Farm Up. So that's we also gonna be up here doing that as well. So we're gonna get some nice visuals for Wake the Farm. So that'll be for later on this month, correct? Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So working on that too.
Yeah, later on this month we're doing a show at the Carriage House Farm at their place called the Lost Bridge. So I guess in that area where the Great Miami comes to the Ohio, there's been several bridges that have just been lost to different floods, so they call the area the Lost Bridge area.
Okay.
And they have a distillery there, which is interesting. They distill things and make things from the land there.
So how's the weather gonna be that day? Is it gonna be no rain or anything? 'Cause I just don't want to get behind a bridge and it just get washed off the bridge. I know that's what y'all. I'm sure it's not gonna be like that. I'm sorry.
Hey, if that happens, it'll definitely be something we need documented. So. Hit the record button while it's happening.
Camera out. Keep the camera out.
Which is all part of the show. That's what this show's about. We just deal with whatever happens. The weather always is changing.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not flooding in this room right now. You know, the wall does kind of give that kind of feel like, hey, we could be floating in like rafts around in here right now.
4 feet underwater right now. We're not. We're here though.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that though. I'm looking forward to the carriage house. I feel like it's gonna be fun. I like the area. It's in nature. So that's probably like the biggest thing for me is in nature. Any event that can be done in nature, I love it. Like I don't even want to leave. Like because I just want nature.
Like maybe it could even get poetic or whatever, you know, but describe, you know, like how you feel about nature.
Okay.
I love your vibe on when you talk about it. The way it comes up, you can like turn into this like leprechaun that's like next to a little pot of gold in a rainbow in the middle of the forest somewhere. It's amazing.
You know,
like nature.
You know, as we done with lights here, you know, get my all right, nature. All right, the way I describe nature always gives new birth every year. Every season, there's something new in a part of the world of nature. It's calming, it's peaceful, it's sweet sounds and the melodies of all the creatures around you harmonically talking to each other, communicating the love that they have each other, knowing that they need to work together in order to save that earth and that place of space. It's very powerful. To be rooted, to put your bare feet into the soil, feeling the roots, feeling how earth automatically attracts itself to you because we are of it. Have you ever noticed that majority of our molecular makeup is very, very close to the earth, the trees, the plants?
Like when you mean, what do you mean by that? Like the patterns of things, like the macros and the micros, and
a lot of our
go
DNA.
in, you go out.
There's a lot of characteristics of you see in the trees and the plants that's within our bodies. And I just feel like when we get back into nature and we actually immerse ourselves in it, the reason why it feels so good right away because we're just getting back to what we came from. So I just feel like we came from nature. So that's the reason why our bodies heal faster when we're in nature. That's why our bodies react better when we're in nature versus man-made things and chemicals and things. Yes, a lot of these pills and stuff are derived from plants, but there's a lot of chemicals and layers that's added to it because you got to boost it up, and it's not natural. And our body doesn't love it. But we can get those same plants that things are derived from, and we'd be healed.
Yeah, it's a liberation, you know, to be able to like open your door and look out and just like see a salad. Something as simple as that. Just like seeing some wild greens is like satisfying, or knowing like you can put those into a pot of soup and it'll increase the nutrient value tenfold. Just it's like out there growing there.
I love it. And I love all the herbs that's out there, naturally herbs, like the wild onions. And I think there's a lady not too far from here, Kasia. She has a lot of like wild garlic and stuff outside her house and stuff like that. Like, yeah, your neighbor across the street from you. I forgot her name though. She got all the wild garlic in her yard. She basically turned her whole front yard into a garden.
Yeah, we could say a lady in Cincinnati's got some garlic.
Yes. Yeah.
Wild garlic's pretty amazing. There's a lot. Yeah. I love garlic. It's one of my favorite plants. And when you can plant it and let it go wild, that's a really cool thing and fun thing to do with plants. I mean, the main thing you do is you just stick the garlic in like you would plant it normally, but then you don't harvest it that year. You just let it stay in there. And it's fine because you planted like 100 other ones over there. So maybe you dig up like 15 of them and you leave the rest of them in the ground. And then the next year, like there's 10 or whatever, 15 of them are like bursted and they're coming up like 5, 6 different garlics at one time in a cluster. and you can dig in there and pull up 5 cloves at one time, stick one back. You just harvested 4, and you left the same amount that you had started with. So it just keeps going. Plus, the other cool thing with garlic, you can plant them near fruit trees. Fruit trees are often places where nutrients start to get condensed, and then little ground rodents like voles can get up in there and chew on those roots and then make little holes in there, and then the tree dries out. But that garlic near there repels the rodents out from under the trees.
I like that. Natural repellents.
Yeah. I love me some garlic.
See, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, blood, like them blood suckers. Like it helps keep it's a blood cleaner too.
Yeah,
like a lot of
is.
spices.
Good for blood pressure. I think that as well. I think it helped with clots. So if you're a person that somebody that has clots.
Clots.
That
help open the blood.
It helps. So it's good. Yeah, I like that, man. That's really knowledgeable, man. He's knowledgeable.
Like if I ever get like an ear infection, I might just stick like a clove like that's big enough like in my ear and just like let the aroma that comes off of it kind of gases into your ear and cleans it out and makes it better.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That I did not know.
Well, here you go.
We did not know that.
Yeah, I want to make sure our listeners have healthy ears, and like even if they get infections, they can still listen to this show. Hopefully the sound's getting better, and you have to like wear the garlic that often or whatever. But come on.
Great, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
Yeah, somehow we just circled garlic right back to sound.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some garlic when I leave here. Just stick some in my ear anyway. I don't even have an ear if I'm just gonna stick it in there anyway. Just see what happens. Might hear better.
Just don't let it be too small of a clove that it like falls in, gets lodged in there or something. Then you might be one of those funny stories that you hear nurses that work in ER rooms tell you about. Like, you should have seen what we pulled out of this dude's head. It was starting to sprout.
I like this. Oh man. So yeah, man. What else, man?
I'm really curious. I know we had a snow delay, even though it didn't snow. We're allowed one this week. I think we're allowed one a week for the show. So the show got delayed a little bit here, but I guess the audience, people that are on the listening to the audio aren't going to totally get that, but it's fun to we're transparent here, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're completely transparent.
I'm just curious. Like, I know you were like definitely climbing all over these wires, and like you guys were over here, Stefan. You're like flipping switches, and like I think he probably did more steps than people do that go jogging in the morning,
M1,
like between
M1
here and
hooked
these
it up.
mics.
M1 hooked it up. He came in, cleaned it up. He hooked it up onto his system, popped in them cords, started doing a little dance and stuff too while it was happening.
Yeah.
I just tried.
It was fun. Yeah, he got it sounded nice.
I just want to make sure everybody can hear us good. Yeah, you got some. I say one thing I would say to Andy, man. You got some positive messages, and you know what I'm saying. I think the way they're more effective is everybody can hear them clearly.
I appreciate that so much. That could even, like, for me, just like a little vine back to the passion vine that I was talking about earlier that's in the tea. Because, like, I told you about all the other herbs that were in that, right? So this passion vine, that's like a big thing I'm all about is, like, supporting each other with our passions, hearing each other and our passions, and, seeing where, like, this can move this forward or that move that forward. And, yeah, I appreciate that. Like, since the day I met you, I know we've been just, like, building with our passions, and I love people connecting with anybody that's out there in this world that's having a good time and following their passion and doing what they love. Love to hear about it from you.
Oh, yeah, man. I love that, man. Please follow your passion.
The section over the tea section over there is loving it, but they're like holding up signs that say like go back to the passion vine a little bit more. Hey, like, do you know anything about passion vine? Maybe you can tell some like a little vine on that. I love vines.
I don't know about is that a plant or is this what I'm passionate about? What?
Yeah, it makes the passion fruit, it makes the passion flower, and it's a vine.
Okay.
So like our North American cold hardy one that grows here in the Ohio River Valley, it dies back to the ground every year in the winter when it gets all cold. It just freezes it to the ground. But then it rises back up. Depending on the spring, how early it rises, and sometimes they'll make a whole bunch of fruit here and not there, and some years there and not here. It depends on the little microclimates and how that season laid it out for it.
So passion, okay. Well, I could talk about passion. I like that because that whole plant is a metaphor. I like that, so I kind of like that. But yeah, as far as your passion, to be honest with you, I feel like that's part of living. Like, actually, for real, living is actually doing something that you're passionate about, something that nobody cannot tell you one way or how to do it because you're passionate, you desire to do this to master it and make this a part of your life. A passion for myself is to work in entertainment, more so music. One of my greatest passions was DJing, which I still do. For 30 plus years. I'm still have the only reason why I did it that long because I have a passion for it. I love the different sounds of music. I love the different artists. Music really guides a lot of my life. So I love the passion of music. Then the passion of... You messing with me now.
Yeah. Passion is such a funny word. Like, some people take it and then they get they go into the Christian story of Jesus on the cross, and that was what passion was. And the flower itself has numeric, geometry of it, lays out some part of the story of Jesus in the cross, right?
Okay.
But then you think, especially when you go, when you hear passion fruit, it kind of takes it from a different place, and it's a little more of a seductive kind of romantic, this feels really good. Let's crack this juicy fruit open and eat it together kind of feeling.
It's passionate. It's very passionate.
Which is actually interesting. The seeds in the fruit are really high in zinc and other nutrients in it, which are actually good for men's sperm count and testosterone balances, hormonal balances.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So it's a really good fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
I like ashwagandha. I like ashwagandha. Ashwagandha.
Yeah, it's ashwagandha. Right.
Yeah, that's some good root.
I think I'm gonna get some ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha, right?
Ashwagandha, yeah.
Can you light up ashwagandha?
Ashwagandha is one of the oldest herbs, documented. It's in old ancient Ayurvedic texts, that are 5,000 something years old. It's fascinating. Which part is regarding it's fascinating? Just how it's fascinating the amount of things that we can study from a little place in the Ohio River Valley. You can sit back and learn about Ayurvedic medicine, and then 15 minutes later be dialing in what your Chinese medicinal 5 points are.
Yeah.
Fascinating times and places, and
I'll give you some passion fruit.
Passion. It might be. So
I thought it was just giving a bowl.
Well, the Ohio River was not always brown. It was actually at one time the Ohio River was called the Spele Sipi, which means that clean, clear river. And as soon as they deforested it, that's when soil loss started happening. And ever since then, it's been a little bit more brown. The Mississippi's always been brown because all the flood, water's coming off the Great Plains. There's always been soil moving through those waters, and it's been a muddy river. But yeah, the Ohio River never was dark, muddy, or bloody until the late 1700s.
A whole lot of stuff between cars, industry, probably animals. I don't know, everything else in that water. I do go fishing in it though. I don't keep the fish, but I do go fishing in it though. Yeah, I Oh no, I can't swim that. Man, if I want some skin peel, an automatic skin peel, I'll jump in the river. That's like an automatic skin peel and hair removal. Just jump in the water. I like my hair on my legs, so I'm good. That's an automatic wax if you jump into the higher river.
Botox.
Your skin is gonna be forever painful. I would never swim in a river ever.
I know I swam in that river when I was a kid, for sure.
Nah, I won't even put my feet in the water area at all. I want my feet. I just feel like something's gonna just take my feet, like acid or something.
There was a creek when I was a kid, like back in the 1980s, where I stepped in the water, and then I thought I had chewing gum on the bottom of my feet, but I was walking, and it was the bottom of my shoes were melting to the rocks on the, like, it was just like, like a half-inch stream of water underneath my shoes, and it just started melting my rubber on there. Crazy water. I hope there's not water like that anywhere. Yeah. Well, yeah, man, like, I would love it if you had, like, a finale of something you might want to share about your works or what you're doing, or just, like, a feeling you have about the world, nature, you can explore more, whatever you want. I want to give you a few more, like...
Let me see. Okay. I guess anything I have to say is... start this new year off just the best way you can. And what I mean by that is all the way around in your life. If it's from your business, if it's from your family life, friends, anything, or just for yourself, meditate. If you can, meditate. Meditation is always good. I really think this year, the reason why I feel like this year is different, because I just feel like it's just a shift in the air, in the environment. I think it's like more of a shift of creativity, production, moving forward and building. So I feel like, I think everybody should maybe try to tap into that, just because it's going to make you feel good. I mean, what you have to lose? You've been doing the same.
Come on.
Do something different. Jump out on some stuff,
Try something.
Because this year I'm jumping off like so many cliffs and I'm like flying. So
like,
take a risk.
Some people never like gone out and just like done something by themselves, right?
Right.
And they want to. I think a good place for some people to start with that is like a movie theater. Pick out a movie that you want to see.
Exactly.
And go to it by yourself. Go and watch the movie, and then next thing you know, you'll feel a lot more comfortable somehow, just like going and doing whatever you want by yourself.
Go outside.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing things by yourself. Sometimes you need that time to just be and just reflect and just enjoy yourself, your own company. It's good to have people around and everything like that, but sometimes you just need to enjoy your own company. That's why I feel like. So I found myself in a lot of moments enjoying my own company. And it works. It clears your mind a lot more. It takes distractions away, everything like that. So I'm a person of believing in just take the time to just everything and just be to yourself.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us. Right? We love you being here with us in between your moments on that. Love you so much, Brandon. Thanks for coming up. Yeah. Great to fun, we'll probably, hopefully we'll hear him, like, jumping on the mic on here in a minute. Who's it gonna be? So we're freestyling this show right now. I'm opening it up to whoever wants to be the next guest. Who wants to be the next special guest coming up? Who wants to be the next one coming up? Somebody want to jump up on it? You want to jump on it? It doesn't even have to be like as long as the last piece. The last piece was definitely long because we needed it to be, and we needed to be included every bit of those minutes because that was awesome. So this is incredible. I can't believe who just stepped up onto the stage here. It's freaking Nate Maggard. Oh my God.
My God.
You gotta check out this guy's pin art. His artwork is amazing. Check out what's going on here. So, Nate, you get 2 minutes here. You see the sand dial here. You ready to roll with it? Welcome, Nate.
Hi. Well, I don't really like the sound of I'm comfortable being the center of attention, but
So the microphone did not pick up very well here. So we're gonna cut Nate Maggard out. Hopefully he'll be on the show again.
That's what I would say or what I would talk about.
In the meantime,
You guys just
know that sometimes things happen at the live show that don't happen on audio.
I got really hit with the
So
train
come to a live
emotion.
show.
I was not. I was,
See what else you might
I was
experience.
at a really fun party
In the meantime,
over here, surrounded by
we're
friends.
doing our best to get
I
the
just
best
felt
production that we can to you.
sadness.
And it's all about the good sound, the good
So,
vibe,
the
comedy, the serious conversations, the infusion of permaculture and homesteading, forest gardening, technologies,
really big opportunity.
waking ourselves up.
And the way I'm interpreting it is, for a long time, without really meaning to or realizing, I've been following.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. So at one point in time, I had a friend that got into the insurance sales business, and I thought, hey, I wonder if I could start a reassurance business. So I made a little graphic, it looked all sharp. It looked just like the insurance things, put your bland little couple lines under the word that said reassurance. But, people could call me anytime and they do it anyway. So I thought I should have a card for it. People call me up and they're just like, I need some reassurance. And I would be like, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, we'll keep in touch. We'll see you around. Yeah. All right. Good. They're all eating pies over there. You see it? Like, what are they doing with all these pies over here? Yeah. What's up? Yeah, we got it. We got ones coming up here from the symphony section. This is amazing. Come up. Yeah. She's asking for 20 minutes. You guys. Okay. Well, I think we have an alpha later that can get you down here really fast. It's okay. We got all kinds of boards. We got birch pegs in it that are turning and making little gears and sprockets and.
Check.
All right, we're stoked here. We got Patrice rising up here onto the mic.
I've arrived. Mic check.
So I really didn't.
She's ready for her 2 minutes. Yeah. She knows
Let
what.
me set up my 2 minutes and then give me my 2 minutes. Be fair.
But it's just.
Okay, that could be a part.
Yeah, it's ready. You're setting me up for something right now. What are we setting up?
Whenever you're ready.
You ready to set it up? I want you to be ready.
I'm ready.
You like the microphone?
To be extra, right?
You like that? You like that?
So it's so weird. I talk a lot. I don't really talk a lot on the mic. I say a lot of things behind the scenes because that's what I do. Just because I've had this, but what I like to do is create the magic, not really watch it happen. So everything that's happened today is kind of weird. And it's really just kind of confirmation on just kind of everything I'm feeling, just about life, just about energy, just about my direction, just about the bigger picture. One thing that resonates with me so heavy, though, is that as much as we stepping into connecting with this earth and all these things around us, it's so weird to me that a lot of people is not really connecting with themselves and the things that are in them. And it's so weird because in having that perspective, it allows me to look at other people and to look at myself through other people, right? And I kind of tell everybody, like, I'm never, like, I don't look at myself, I'm looking at you guys. So I don't know how y'all interacting with me, like, it's y'all experience with me. I just know how I'm interacting with you guys, right? Oh, okay. Shh. Oh, well.
She got more. She got more.
And in that, and as we're waking the farm up, because that resonates so much with how we want to wake the farm up. But it's just like, do we know we are the farm as well? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like how, you know, like, it's just so weird. And maybe it's just myself. It's just like, because that connection, it feels like a lot of people is seeking a connection that's outside of themselves. And really, I feel like just even the quiet times and the meditation and the getting back to the earth and the basic things, it's getting back to the farm, and we are the farm because we grow and we are the nature and we are the life. And, you know, we are the fruit that multiply, and we are the connections, and we are the trees, and we are everything that we see in life, and in production, and the wires, and how all of these connect, and in this experience with the podcast, and how we all connect.
Wake the farm up. You go, keep going. I roll with it. Roll
I'm
with
done.
it.
So that was it, and I just kind of
That
want
was
to say,
amazing.
like,
I
that's
love that
the
too.
wake the farm up. So.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my inner farm. How's you guys' inner farm tonight? You guys feeling your love? I mean, like, you know, it's funny. Like, our guy Nate was up here. He was talking about how he had broken up recently, you know, and it's like every time I'm single, like, it's like I'm out somewhere, like, hanging out by myself, and I'm like, oh yeah, remember the last time we were hanging out single? That was cool too. We had fun. And then, like, you know, next thing you know, you're not even single, but you're like, whatever, you know, okay, maybe I'm just like, still look, remember the last time I was just like me? I'm just like, this is cool, you know, like, I hope they're all happy out there. I'm dancing, like everybody's watching, like nobody's watching, it doesn't even matter if there's any watching. It's like Winston Churchill said, you know, when you were 20, you know, you were worried about what people thought about you. And then when you were 40, you were like worried, you know, like if they thought about you. And then when, like, he said that when he was like 60, he realized that they didn't really think about him. It's like, I mean, Winston Churchill said that. It's like, of course, people have been thinking about him. But, you know, it's like somebody else could have said it. It might have been an actual thing. Yeah, he was thinking it out and writing it out for people, you know, like, hey, look, read this. Do you relate? Yeah, I just, you know, published that one. It's on Instagram. My fresh new meme coming out of Winston Churchill. He was putting memes out like that was back in radio times. You ready for some radio times, Grimes? All right, let's hit it up here. You ready on this one?
Yeah. We got crime alert. We got a crime alert.
I'm Ralph the dog. I'm gonna take a bite out of Grimes. For this 2 minutes, this is amazing that you're here, man. All right, and it's on.
Check 1, 2. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, it's a proximity thing. You gotta be right up on this one. On the mic, yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to interrupt you. It's like, all right. Let's let's take it back in reverse. All right, so yeah, welcome everybody to the stage. We got Jason Grimes here. This is a friend of mine I haven't seen in like over a decade at least. It's been a while for sure. And we know each other from back in the days. He was making some amazing music back then.
He was very supportive of like organic foods in our like local natural farmers markets and things of the times. And so we ended up definitely hanging out together. You can imagine. I probably said Wake the Farm up to him at some point then, but I just don't remember exactly, of course.
I mean, that was back at the juice bar over on Ridge Avenue, over by Everybody's Records.
We was up in the juice bar there a lot,
Aaron,
for sure.
You were over
Sachenko's.
there, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So Aaron
Sachenko's
had the juice bar over there and had all the raw Ital juices and the cacao and everything. Yeah, so
it's good. Cacao.
I love it, man. Like,
pretty sad.
You know, eating like that is it's weird when you meet people that think that eating like that is weird, because that's the only way I could eat anymore. It's like once you kind of cross over and you see the realness of eating clean and not perfect by any means, but just wanting to be better and to seeking perfection. Well, just you're aware of the difference. So like, you know, on Friday night or Saturday night when I eat La Rosa's, I pay the price. Yeah. It's good at the moment, but
you knew that was coming.
I knew it was coming.
Holy!
So it's that discipline. And I think
it's like a squirrel that finds a bag of Doritos and just crushes them all and then just gets stuck in his little hole. And the next day he sees Doritos, he's like, maybe I'll bring them to some of my friends too.
I don't know, but I know discipline is a factor of everyday living, of no matter what it is.
Squirrel time.
Whether it's food, whether it's work, whether it's lust, whether it's energy, focus. Discipline is kind of the root of all things for me. And I'm a mortal man. I'm not perfect by any means, but at least I see that aspect of things, and I try to surround myself with that type of energy. That's why, as a good brother right here of mine, one of my best friends, that I know, like, no matter what, I can count on.
We got Tim Matthews down here.
We got Tim Matthews down here in the VIP section. Like, everybody down there is like throwing confetti on his head and shit now. Look at it. He's got, it's like the beer garden over there too.
You guys might understand, but that's a genuine spirit right there.
Genuine.
No, and I'm not blowing smoke. That's a genuine, pure spirit right there. So that's why I could give him the keys to my house or whatever, and I know it's all good. And I can't say that, but probably one or two people in my life, or you know.
Yeah, all the listeners on the podcast, I definitely would probably not give them the keys to my house, but there's like,
a few fans maybe. That's like a special fan club level, I think.
I feel like that with this man. So, it's hard to meet people in your life like that. And when you do meet those people, you gotta at least kind of see it and recognize and like, okay. Not that we talk each day, or not that I need them, and not that I'm in a fucked up place in my life where I need them and I'm always asking for help. It ain't even like that. Thank God for that. But I know if I was, he would be there, So that's what it is, and vice versa, So it's vice versa like that.
That's great, man. Yeah.
And again, I think that goes down to the principles of being kind to humankind and being a good steward of the earth and of your neighbor, and be that light that going back to what she says, it all kind of starts with that individual. Like you can see, I can find the fault in you as much as I want, but I got to find the fault in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know. Do that, then
I know I don't normally do it. I bring up all kinds of different religious or spiritual traditions in this show, but I know I did bring up Jesus earlier. So I know the one that I've heard that people tell me, Jesus said to love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Right.
So that's the problem. Like, if you don't know how to love yourself, like, if you're going to shit all over yourself, you're going to shit all over your neighbor. Like, that's just what you're going to do. So, like, the better you can love yourself, like, that's the whole idea here. That's, like, circling in this whole thing, you know?
Yeah. And know the value and respect of yourself. Not in a narcissistic way of love yourself,
right.
but in a way of knowing your value and being hard on yourself, right? Because life isn't easy. Life isn't easy for nobody.
Positivity.
Yeah, that's another way to look at it.
And like I like looking at, you look at positivity and then you look at negativity and then you look at yourself and you're like, wow, there's 3 things going on here. And then all of a sudden you're like, sweet, I love myself. I love positive. I love negative. They're both pretty cool. Like, I'm pretty cool too.
Well, that's a balance though. You got to have positive and negative. You can't have one without the other, right?
Yeah,
and that's beyond my understanding of the universe or anything.
It makes it a little stronger, yeah.
So you kind of got to know that yin and yang, and that it's just how it is, and accept it and be okay with that.
Yeah. Enjoy the pleasures and pains, you know, the hardships and then the joy rides. You know, when it's the joyride time, crack the window open a little more and let the hair fly, whatever you need to do, you know.
Enjoy that moment.
Yeah, when the hardships are there, you know, push a little harder. Remember, you know, like, at some point, there's going to be a joyride on there. It'll surprise you. It's amazing when things show up.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on, you know, that's another thing, too. We're all at different times of our lives. So everybody's living their life at a different point, too. So, you know, you might have been somewhere last year or yesterday, but that other person might not be there yet, or they might already been there 2 years ago, you know? So you kind of got to understand, even like you driving down the street, road rage or whatever happens, that's why you kind of got to let it go, because you never know what that person is dealing with.
Yeah.
Got no petty ass stuff.
Honk. Get out of my way. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Move on, man. Like,
sure. Hey.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you can smile and wave and say, up yours too. They'll just be like, oh, wow, they're having a great day. Yeah. I love you too. Flick them off.
Nah, people get crazy on road rage.
Yeah, who knows what they pull out of their car and throw at you. And I've had sandwich bags and stuff, you know. It's just like, I'm just smiling like, hey, I exist.
I see people
Sorry, I'm in your way.
60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, trying to cut people off. I'm like, wow, yo, wilding out just because this person got in front of you, you know?
Yeah.
So it's that small mentality way of thinking, right?
Right. We just got an intersection here coming in for the symphony section. One more. What you got here?
My name is Tyrone. Tyrone. You know, we always say how we.
Big and Tyrone.
Right. We always say what we can do or what we should do, but we don't say how we do it.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, you know what, you should turn the other cheek. But you know what?
Yeah.
My neck heavy. So tell me, what is it in you that allows you to be on a lighter foot? Because that's the struggle. That's the lesson, and that's the message. We don't need to know we need to be better. We all know that.
Yeah. It depends on the day.
We don't. There's no higher than now. There's.
Look at me, give you all the learning in the world.
Yeah.
Not even that, but that's how we really learn.
Well, you learn by experience, and it depends on the day.
It depends.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, one day I could have been, and I look back and reflect like, damn, I shouldn't have did that.
It depends.
But so that's the thing about experience and, you know, growing and learning. You know, you got to learn from the experiences. And if you don't learn, then I don't know, you know.
I don't think there's like a one answer to that.
I'm just saying it helps me when.
Have you ever met anybody that does have it all figured out?
No.
Yeah,
and if they did, I wouldn't believe them anyway.
I mean, I've been looking, but, you know, like...
Yeah.
I feel like it's also at the same time it's everybody. I mean, I feel like you got enough figured out to enjoy a wonderful life as a human creature on this earth in this time. Is that like, how does that feel? I mean, it's almost like something I want to congratulate you. Like, I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate you. This is amazing. Yeah. We're figuring this out. Like, we figure out ways to get food. We figure out these things, and we teach each other new ways to figure these things out, and we try them out. Yeah. Like you can give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, right? You can go teach a man how to fish and he'll fish for as long as that person decides to go fishing. You can't sit over their back all the time like, are you fishing? Because the saying is that you're going to eat for life, so you better be fishing because I taught you. No, it doesn't work like that. Some people don't feel like fishing, but they've learned how, so they respect the fisherman at least, and maybe they go and make bread or something or soup.
But you have to remember. But what you have to remember is that we live in a society, a very rich society, that you don't have to fish in the literal. I'm not saying in the literal sense, but people can be provided for and live and not go hungry. We got to count our blessings, even in this country, that we have the abundance of resources and food and energy and things to our. I mean, we're here right now. Yeah. We got heat. We got whatever, good drink, good smoke, all these electronics. This is a leisure type of thing, right? This isn't survival right here. Right. There's people.
We come out to have a good time, right?
No. But there's people in other parts of the world that are just to survive.
Right.
Right. So we kind of can be removed from that in a way, and so we're trying to find a higher level, which is good, right? But we have to understand too that I guess we're privileged in that way.
Yeah, we got to understand that for sure.
For real.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing.
I haven't went hungry in a long time. I haven't went without heat or air conditioning for a long time, man.
Yeah, I like how you said that, for a long time. It's like, I can relate to that. There's been a couple of points where I'm like, oh shit, no heat.
Air conditioning is a pretty good invention, man.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I don't have air conditioning in the place I've been for 12 years, but I do have maple trees, and it's fascinating how it works. In the summertime, the leaves are out, and they shade the whole house, and then the fall comes, and they drop. And then the sunlight hits, and it hits the greenhouse. It comes in at a lower angle and hits through the whole house and heats the whole place up.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's cool. See, that's using your God gift, which is your brain, to be able to figure that.
Set up our cave, It's like, how do we set these things up to live comfortably in a way that makes sense and doesn't make it so you're like, oh shit, I gotta shut my heat down this month because I can't pay it or something. Because
when you look at nature, there's the answers in nature.
Right.
Sometimes it could be
decoding it. Yeah. Right. So circling this back into music and sound, I know I'd love to hear some and share on this podcast some of your tracks and sounds. Okay. Do you have some that have lyrics on them or that you want to put lyrics to? Is there any? I'd love, maybe tell us a little bit about your music to update me. It's been years. The last was I was buying your CD and that melted in a school bus fire I had in 2005 or 6 or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was in my life around that time. Okay. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you've been doing with that, playing places. And
so
all
just, with this band, this is a band that with session musicians, and we just put it's all instrumental stuff. There's really no lyrics. I'm not opposed to putting lyrics to it. I just ain't got that right lyricist, because some of the rappers that I do hear, they saying a lot of bullshit, nonsense. So I'm just like, I ain't.
You heard that?
I'm trying to be on what y'all are on, on a higher level, a different consciousness, a different energy level.
Talking about higher.
Yeah.
This is your jam. This is your music right here, right now. Yeah, this is his music here right now. This is good meditation. Good I could definitely create poetry with these kind of flows.
It's all original,
this melody,
no
this
samples.
mood.
It's all live musicians playing the drums, the bass, keys, guitar.
Real.
Organ. We got a whole studio at my house with all the instruments. I love old microphones and old preamps and mixers and compressors. I love old studio gear, so that's like that's my vice in life.
That's fun. You like collect it and like so you learn. You know a lot about it though. Like
I'm learning every day, but yeah,
okay.
I mean I've learned a few things. Yeah, get thanks, man. Yeah. Get thanks, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That's what I'm making for. I'm making for the heads, man. We make this music for the heads, man. A lot of people ain't getting it right now. People are getting it though. Yeah.
So what are some knowing you and your early roots of making music, like what are some other things that you've found along the way that have really inspired your sound?
I would say so many things, man. I mean, even from my childhood of being the adventurous type and all the old sci-fi movies like Clash of the Titans and Star Wars and all that old shit from the 70s, but even to the hip-hop, what hip-hop showed so many people is a different way of listening to music. And you gotta really give so much credit to the founders of hip-hop, Grandmaster Flash and those guys, to be able to loop shit and to find drum breaks and to like show us like, okay, these are the tones you're looking for. And then therefore collecting records and of hip hop and Tribe Called Quest and all those type of drum breaks kind of it kind of schools your ear on to listen for that type of sound, that James Brown sound.
Nice,
drum
dude.
breaks. Like, oh shit, okay, I hear that tone and that's it. You know. So it's kind of like a record in my head where growing up hearing all this shit, now you know, like when you hear that shit, you're like, oh, that's dope. And if it ain't got the tone, it's like, oh, that's all right, but it ain't it. You know?
Yeah, it's not the thing.
So this is with hip hop people. Yeah, it is a soul thing. Like those dudes really, you know.
Yeah,
that artist that drew that is from Indiana. I'm always looking for cool art.
Great.
Like if somebody can.
That's on the Dr. Bionic, Reaching the Unknown.
That's a 2-part album right there.
Well-being.
Yeah, well-being. Yeah, we're trying to like on some spirituality, like liberty. Just trying to better. I'm trying to better myself, really. It starts with me, right? That's what she said. It starts with me, right?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
So
and I agree with you 100%. Well, no, in a different way. That's Well, it starts with individuals.
That's how he interpreted it.
Anybody here, but
like that's how he interpreted it. It's amazing how like communication works like that.
Yeah.
There's like certain parts of, like we could be talking about something right now and have this certain idea.
No, she
somebody
was
in New Zealand.
That's what she was thinking.
Somebody in New Zealand might listen to this and have this whole other inspiration.
We listen.
That's what she was saying. It's crazy. Said that.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah, we listen.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Yeah. That's true. And women are always right. You always gotta remember that.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
True. Hey, there's the earth. That's the mother.
That's right.
Earth.
That's right.
No doubt.
That's right.
That's it. That's the connection.
More.
Yeah, so
that's right.
It's kind of like whatever free flowing like music, man. That's what it is.
Nice. Do you guys perform at places at this point?
Done
Or
a couple
few shows?
But it's been real low key. I'm just a studio junkie, man. I like being in the studio and like recording and mixing. That's what I like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you have records like pressed. Like, is that something you distribute? You distribute everything as well, and that's great.
Now, so we've been hooking up with you know Coal Mine Records over in Lowell.
Not sure, no.
Coal Mine, yeah.
Coal Mine.
They're doing big stuff, man.
Okay.
They've been helping me out with distribution. And they're helping out a lot. So shout out to those dudes, man.
Hype.
Coal Mine.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah, I like Louisville.
Bryce. Yeah,
Lucity.
Really helping.
Great, man. So yeah, I'd love to see the studio. I'd love to check it out, man. Yeah.
It's just,
I'm definitely gonna be exploring these jams. These are definitely feel good
it's
jams.
Definitely for weed smokers and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. definitely a lot of our listeners have been known to doing that and working somewhere in the canning business.
What the farm?
So give me
So,
some. Yeah,
so
whatever,
tell me, what do you love? Tell me what you love. I want to hit the love question. Love, love, love.
What I love is my kids.
Hey, hey.
My family, my mom, my grandma.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the foundation right there, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I love being able to breathe.
Yeah.
Oxygen.
Yeah, breath. We've been talking about that.
It's
It's
like,
like, yeah.
it's a great thing.
Yeah, it's like.
I like being able to look up and see the sky and the trees. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I really love a lot, man, honestly.
Yeah.
I love just living nature, life, being able to be with friends and communicate, health. Yeah. Health
Feel
is wealth,
good.
right?
Yeah. Health is
Yeah,
wealth.
So I love all those things.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, life is good, man. God
It's great.
is
It's so good seeing you and catching up. And look forward to sharing a little bit more of your tracks into the show, the audio, the full audio experience.
Listen, you can use all this stuff. Just give me a
And
little credit.
yeah,
like on the
we'll
credits.
and we'll jam some more tonight after the show a little bit here too. So
Is my 2 minutes up?
yeah, that was your 2 minutes, dog. Yeah. Thanks, Tribes. Yeah, Bionic Doctor.
And a little announcement here. Stefan 101. Tulips and Cabbages. 11 songs. Go check it out. Just released. Thank you for joining us for another Wake the Farm episode with your host, Andy the Elf, and this amazing music from your host and sound necromancer, Stefan 101. And in this episode, the amazing music of Bionic Doctor and our friend Grimes. It's been a wonderful episode, very fun. I think we're getting our sound better. We'll see where it goes. We got some amazing episodes coming up. Got some fun places we'll be recording with some amazing, amazing people waking the farm up within ourselves and everywhere around.
Oh, you bet there'll be more coming from the mother farming elf. Check it out soon. Come to a live show.
So yeah, everybody that wants to stay for the after the show party,
Support
we're gonna
the
be
show.
jamming a bunch of these. So go check them out on Spotify. Join us after you listen to this Wake the Farm Up show.
There's a lyric video.
Thanks everybody for
It's like
coming out
karaoke.
tonight. This has been a good time. Jam into it, Stefan.